Welcome to Domain 1, Section 1.7, the AI Acceptable Use Policy. In this session, we will look at what an acceptable use policy is, why every organization using AI needs one, and the practical steps to take before you sit down to write it. Why does this matter beyond the exam? An acceptable use policy is the single document that tells your colleagues, in plain terms, what they are and are not allowed to do with AI. Knowing how to build one means you can protect the organization from people feeding confidential data into the wrong tool, and you can give staff the clarity they need to use AI confidently instead of fearfully. Let's define it first. An AI acceptable use policy spells out what the organization has decided is permitted and what is forbidden, right down to which types and classifications of data may be used to train or feed an AI tool. At its heart, it is a communication tool. Its job is to set clear expectations for staff so nobody has to guess where the line is. Think of it like the posted rules at a community swimming pool. The water is there for everyone to enjoy, but the rules about diving, lanes, and supervision keep people safe and the pool open. An acceptable use policy does the same for AI. What goes into the policy depends on how much AI is disrupting your particular industry, but there are common preparation steps to take first. And the first is to understand the technology. Make sure the organization genuinely understands the AI it wants to use, including the common model types, where their data comes from, their built-in biases, and their limits. That understanding, alongside your needs and risk tolerance, helps you decide between a public AI service and a private one kept inside your walls. The second step is to assess organizational needs. Get clear on exactly how the organization intends to use AI, because that purpose shapes every clause in the policy. This is also the moment to research the legal and regulatory requirements specific to your industry and your region. The third step is to conduct a risk assessment, identifying both the technical risks, like unintended or wrong outputs, and the ethical risks, like the spread of misleading information. The fourth step is to confirm the purpose and scope of acceptable AI use. Decide what the policy is for and exactly which systems it covers. For instance, state plainly whether it applies only to generative AI or to all AI models. Be explicit about the boundaries and the intent, whether that is ensuring ethical use, meeting legal standards, or simply giving users clarity. The fifth step is to examine your existing technology and information security policies. Because before writing something brand new, you should check for overlapping rules you can borrow, reuse, or use as a template. The sixth step is to engage stakeholders in developing the policy. Giving every relevant group a voice makes the policy both comprehensive and actually workable. Stakeholders bring technical expertise, ethical alignment, legal compliance checks, practical operational feedback, and a shared hand in assessing risk and defining the guiding principles for AI use. The seventh step is to adopt a governance framework, which answers the questions of ownership, responsibility, and assurance, and gives decision-making a consistent, transparent, and accountable structure. The eighth and final step is to prepare for internal and external communication. A policy is a living document, not a one-time memo, so teams must be told whenever it is updated or changed. Customers and regulators, too, will want to understand your intended uses of AI along with your ethics and privacy safeguards, so plan for that communication from the outset. Let's bring it all together. An AI acceptable use policy clearly states permitted and prohibited uses, especially around data, and exists mainly to set expectations for staff. Before writing one, work through the preparation steps. Understand the technology, assess your needs, run a risk assessment, confirm the purpose and scope, reuse existing policies where you can, engage stakeholders, adopt a governance framework, and plan how you will communicate it inside and out. You now know how to lay the groundwork for a solid, acceptable use policy. Every important topic and idea from this session is covered in the multiple choice questions on RooCloud.com. Before you move on to the next session, work through the chapter-wise questions there, because testing recall is the quickest path to exam readiness. Practice first and then move forward with confidence. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.